Hello everyone, I'm Caden.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to this week's at-home edition of The Tribe.
On today's program, we will have a special interview with a girls lacrosse coach and some team members.
And we have even more videos are continuing to come in. We have them here today.
Mrs. Franco's class recently conducted a group project. Be the first to see it here.
Finally, we have another important announcement from our administrators.
Our 6th edition, At Home, starts now. The girls lacrosse coach, Chris Dreska, has made a video giving tribute to the returning varsity lacrosse players on the team.
Here's Molly and Casey reporting on the story.
Hi, we are here with the varsity girls lacrosse seniors and head coach Chris Dreska. How are you guys doing?
Good. Hey, Molly.
Hello.
So we have a few questions that we want to ask you guys. So the first question to anyone is, how are you guys staying close as a team during this time now that you can't be on the field together? How are you staying close through socially, and what are you guys doing?
We have a group chat with the whole team of returning varsity players that we've been trying to keep in touch with each other, because obviously we can't be with each other in school or out of school, and just trying to make sure everyone's doing okay because we're all in the same position right now.
Yeah, and also I think that we were a really close group of girls to begin with, so I think that it's kind of easy because I talk to most of them individually on a daily basis, so it's kind of just been easy to talk a lot.
Okay, thank you. How have you guys been keeping up your game at home since you can't play on the field together this season?
I think a lot of us have been working out and exercising at home and trying to play wall ball or pass with someone else in their household just to get the same movement.
Yeah, I've been, my brother is also a lacrosse player, so I'll have him shoot on me or practice outside as we're both in the same house. So, and
yeah, definitely
also
getting
playing in college, so it's
was
nice to have that we're both practicing. So.
For those of you playing in college, have you developed a training regimen or anything to get ready for next year?
Well, I was saying before, my brother, we shoot with each other, but I've also been doing a lot of HIIT workouts and footwork kind of stuff to keep my game sharp.
Yeah, I've kind of been doing the same thing. I don't have someone to shoot, obviously, because I'm not a goalie, but I don't really have anyone to shoot on. So I've kind of just been practicing in my yard with my net and my bounce back and stuff, and then doing some sprints on the side road next to my house, and doing some workouts and stuff as much as I can, which now we have a lot of time for that. So yeah, I've been out doing some stuff, and then I get a training a conditioning running regimen for the summer. So I haven't gotten that yet, but I probably will be getting that soon, so I'll start doing that.
So Coach, we saw the lovely video you made of all of the varsity returners. What was your inspiration to make the video?
So the biggest thing, Molly, that I wanted to do was I wanted to recognize all the girls. Obviously, I miss being around the team. I miss, just being in the season. And one of my reasons why I did it was it just kind of helped me get through having some sort of normalcy. So a lot of those photos came from Mrs. Rebella. She did a lot of photography last year during our games, and she sent me a lot of photos from each grade, and I just kind of pieced them together through WeVideo. Obviously, I wanted to highlight the seniors who are kind of leaving the program and moving on from this year, and it's obviously, it stinks that their last year won't be playing on the field. So I wanted to, it kind of started with that, and then I just felt like it was good to kind of highlight everybody because I had photos of everyone. So I kind of recognized each chunk of the video is different grade levels. So it starts with the seniors, and then it kind of goes into the junior class and the sophomore class. And I just wanted to, just kind of publicize the team and just allow, the girls to kind of have a moment in the spotlight during this time.
Great. Thank you so much. We look forward to watching that video. One last question. What do you hope to take from this experience with COVID-19 as a coach and bring to Dartmouth lacrosse for next year and seasons following that?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway that I think everybody can have in life is that nothing is guaranteed in life, and you should always, every opportunity you get in life, no matter if you're playing lacrosse or when you become adult or anything, understand that nothing's guaranteed, and you never know when something like, COVID-19 comes around and completely, ends something before it even starts. And, if I was talking to the seniors a couple weeks ago, and I knew they were bummed out when they first found out they couldn't play, and obviously thinking back a year, if, I knew that if you told me a year from now or a year ago that we wouldn't have lacrosse, I would have liked to recognize the juniors as well as the seniors last season. So I think a big takeaway is just, take every moment for what it's worth. Live in the moment. That's a big thing, and understand that there's no guarantees beyond what you're doing at that time.
Great. Thank you so much for your input, and thank you, seniors, for meeting with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. There you go. Now we got. Don't let go now.
Now do it again. Oh my God.
We have to say thank you to them on this video. I'm gonna send it to Mr. Bello. Wait! Oh my, you're doing really good. Somebody go get the crease thing.
Here's some new exclusive videos that some students have sent to us.
Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Lexi. Today I'm going to show you how to make brownies, my way. So the first thing you want to do is set your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, and the next thing that you will want to do is grease up your pan. It's very important that you grease your pan, so that way the brownie mix won't stick to the pan. And here are the ingredients that you will need. Brownie mix. This part is optional, but we're adding chocolate chips. You could add any other chocolates to this. Water. You could use olive oil or vegetable oil, but we're using olive oil because it adds a different texture to the brownies. The first thing you want to do is get your brownie mix out of the bag and cut open the bag. Now you can put it into the bowl. Then you want to crack your eggs. It's very important that you crack them in a different bowl, so that way you can keep the eggshells out of the mixture. Okay, One egg down. One to go. Oops, looks like I got eggshell. But don't worry, it's not that big of a deal because you use the eggshell to get it out. And you can put the eggs into the brownie bag because you're going to discard it anyway. Then grab your water. Then grab your oil. It's very important to be careful with this because it could spill. The next thing you want to do is mix it all up. It's very, very, very important to mix it very well because there could still be some chunks of the ingredients in there. It's so very important that you flip and fold your batter so that way the batter won't be unmixed.
If you have any content that you would like to see on next week's edition of The Tribe, please email Mr. Perotti with any submissions to robertperrotti@dartmouthschools.org or simply click the link in the description. Now, here's Ryan with the weather.
Hi, I'm Ryan Aruda, and I'm here with your 5-day weather forecast for the week of May 4th. Tuesday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 60 and a low of 38 with 0% chance of precipitation. Wednesday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 39 with a 20% chance of precipitation. Thursday, it's going to be rainy with a high of 53 and a low of 42 with a 50% chance of precipitation. Friday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 56 and a low of 38 with a 10% chance of precipitation. And finally, Saturday, we're going to have some PM showers with a high of 48 and a low of 35 and a 30% chance of precipitation. Have a good and safe week. Next up, we have Mrs. Franco with her latest class project.
The inspiration for reading this book in a read aloud format was to reach out to all of the students at Dartmouth High School, from the marine science students who've been getting together on Zoom with their teachers, and we all wanted to do something fun and marine science-y, and we wanted to be able to include lots of different age groups. So we're hoping to share this with some elementary school teachers and their classes, and anybody else who's interested, actually, families perhaps. We wanted to include everybody who would be interested, and this was inspired by Miss Ashley KP's read-alouds that she does for her class. We thought that you all would enjoy this. So this is Clam I Am, all about the beach. It's a Dr. Seuss reading book by Tish Rabe. Hope you all enjoy it. Bye now. Hello, I'm the fish. To the beach let us go. The Fish Channel asked me to star in a show.
Meet my friend Clam I Am. She would like to say hi.
Hello, horseshoe crab. How did he get his name? His shell and a horseshoe are both shaped the same.
He has 4 eyes, but can't see very well. To find food, he is helped by his keen sense of smell.
Crab starts to hunt for a new shell to use. There are lots to be found, it is easy to choose.
Guest is a sea star. He told me today that each of his 5 legs is known as a ray. Seaweed does not have roots. It grabs rocks, then holds tight. Some seaweed grows up where it gets the sunlight.
Seagulls fly near the ocean. Their cries fill the air. If you're eating your lunch, they're hoping you'll share.
Spend time on the beach and you'll see right away the ocean has low and high tides every day. Tides are caused by the sun and moon, and I know their forces pull the oceans to make the tides flow. At low tide, the water pulls back from these shores. At high tide, it is back where it started before.
At a pool you will find is a home to creatures who stay here and who never roam.
When we go to the beach, we make sure that we take some old sneakers, a pail, a small net, and a rake.
The next part of my show I call Go Ask the Fish. I answer 3 questions. Pick one if you wish.
Hi, I'm Shay. Why is seawater salty? Raindrops fall from the sky and fill rivers, which flow washing salt off rocks wherever they go.
Hi, I'm Mr. Tweedy, and these are my guest readers.
Katie, Maddie, and Grace.
What makes waves?
Wind blows over water and small waves then grow. They get bigger and bigger the stronger winds blow. They keep growing and growing and head toward the land. Then the waves hit the beach and they crash on the sand.
Miss Fitzgerald here, back with my co-reader for more. Just want to say great job to Grace, Maddie, and Katie. So here we go. We have beautiful driftwood, and here's the best part. It's ready-made sculpture, real pieces of art.
Oh dear, our show's over. We must hit the road. Please join us next time for a new episode.
Thank you so much to all of our readers. Thank you to our surprise reader, Melissa Fitzgerald. Thank you so much for coming into marine science and spending time with us today. We hope that you'll come back another time. Bye now.
Since school is closed for the rest of the year, we recently spoke with our administration about the latest updates.
Thanks, Caden. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate the opportunity to be on the tribe and provide an update to all members of the Dartmouth High School community. I think this week does mark an important shift in our remote learning plan. I just want to update all of our students about the grading procedures that will be used moving forward. I think first and foremost, you have to understand that semester 2 will still be pass-fail, but term 3 will be, your pass-fail will be determined by any work you've done between the end of January when semester 2 started up until March 13th when school closed. So that window of time, all of your assignments that you turned in, that will be used to determine pass or fail. As a reminder, you have had the opportunity to go back and revisit or resubmit work, so hopefully you took advantage of that. If there was some extenuating circumstance, either you were unaware you had that ability or what have you, please reach out to your teachers and they will identify for you what work you need to focus on to improve that part of your semester 2 grade. The second part of semester 2, term 4, will be based on you completing enrichment activities from May 4th until June 15th at the end of the school year. Each week, as you know, your teachers are posting 3 enrichment activities each week in each of your courses. You need to complete a minimum of 2 of those 3 in order to earn a passing mark for term 4 and ultimately to pass for semester 2. Just want to remind everyone that semester 2 doesn't impact your GPA or the credit tied to the course. However, it is going to end up on your student record. You will end up with term 3, term 4 grades and a semester 2 final grade, if you will, and that will be pass-fail, and it won't impact your GPA, but it will be on that student record. You need to put your best foot forward, and to do that, Ms. Xavier has some tips and tricks, some practices that our students might put in place to help with that.
Thanks, Mr. Tebow. I've spoken to a couple of students, and students are really struggling with managing their time. Starting on Monday, I think it would be, or today, this is the day that we're filming this, you really need to schedule your day. Take a look at what assignments you need to do, what classes, and schedule your day so you can have English in the morning, or along with the English hours, office hours, science, but schedule those assignments so you don't feel overwhelmed or you're not waiting to the last minute. So really, if you structure your time, you'll feel a lot better, because I know it's overwhelming for you right now, especially with all this time at home. So my advice would be to do that so you can be successful.
Good advice, Ms. Xavier. The other thing I'd like to make students aware of is that at the end of the course, so that final week of the course, you're going to have the opportunity and you're going to be required to complete an end of course reflection. And basically what that will be, and more details will be coming out about it in the coming weeks, but you're going to basically have an opportunity to choose your format. So it might be a video, might be a slideshow presentation. For those of you who like to write or are more traditionalists, you can write a summary of highlighting the major learnings you've had in the course. So all of the major takeaways you have. And also, we're very interested in learning so that we can improve our own remote learning instruction and practices. We're interested in hearing from our students how this shift from traditional schooling to remote learning has impacted your learning. So that's going to be part of the end of course reflection as well. And again, more details on that will be forthcoming. I also want to just update all of our students, but particularly our senior class, that end of year event planning is well underway. We've met several times with our class officers and class advisors. We've also met with the district leadership team and different community partners to make sure that we have end of year events that honor and celebrate our seniors. Our heart goes out. You know, we understand that many of our seniors are struggling to come to grips with the fact that because of this pandemic, the end of year events will have to look different. I can tell you that we're working very hard, and anything and everything we can do within the public health guidelines, we will do to make sure that our seniors are honored. But please understand that we fully understand there'll be disappointment because the events won't look like they have in the past. However, I don't think that means we can't still honor our seniors and still come together and celebrate them and all that they've achieved since pre-K, really, since kindergarten, because that's what high school graduation is. It's a culmination of all of your hard work over the past 13 years, as well as the hard work of our families and their family, our families, your parents and whatnot who have supported you throughout the years. So again, more details will be forthcoming, but for this week, really focus on the fact that we're shifting. You're going to be held accountable to complete the enrichment activities moving forward. Also, one other caveat, term 1s and 2 grades are what's going to be used to determine your GPA. So in terms 1 and 2, you've had the opportunity to request makeup work or the opportunity to resubmit assignments from your teachers. If for any reason, either you didn't know that opportunity existed, or there's some kind of circumstance at home, whether it be you're looking after a sibling, or God forbid a family member was ill, or if there are any extenuating circumstances, anything at all that prevented you from requesting that opportunity to make up work, it's not too late. Please reach out to your assistant principal and they'll be able to help facilitate that work for you. But really, we want to make sure that students are not harmed in any way by the fact that school's been closed due to this global pandemic. We're here to help. We're here to support. I know these are stressful times. They're stressful for parents. They're stressful for students. They're stressful for us, quite frankly, as well. We're all doing our very best, and we will continue to support our students as well. So please don't assume there's nothing that can be done just because you haven't requested makeup work. Don't assume, all is lost, because that's not the case. Reach out to your assistant principal, reach out to me, reach out to Ms. Xavier. We will support you. We will do our very best to make sure students are not harmed and that we get through this together.
Thank you for watching this week's at-home edition of The Tribe.
Tune into The Tribe every Monday evening at 5:30. Subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting the bell icon below.
See you next week.
At home.
This has been a DHS TV Media production.